The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Mora High School for tonight's basketball game between the Mora Mustangs and the Albany Huskies. I, of course, am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action, all the ebbs and flows of tonight's game between these two teams in this boys basketball game. This, of course, is a Section 6 AA matchup, as well as a Granite Ridge Conference matchup here between these two teams. Albany coming in as the number 2 ranked team in all of Class AA basketball. They are once again showing what a powerhouse they are. It seems like each and every year they continue to prove just why they are the powerhouse they are, and they deserve so much respect. 15-2 on the year are the Albany Huskies. They score about 67.5 points per game and give up only 49. That 49 mark defensively is the best in the section, just above Osakis, who only gives up 50 points per game. And then behind them, tied with them, is Foley, also at 50 points per game. Pretty good defenses here in this section. And then in front of them, with just a little bit higher at 53 points per game, is Spectrum and Sauk Center. And then it's Annandale, the number 3 ranked team in all of Class AA basketball and number 2 in the section, who gives up 55 points per game, but they also score 71 points per game. The top flying offense in Section 6 AA is Legacy Christian Academy with 82 points per game. But Albany, they know how to get it done. They are a championship team. This team has been at state a plethora of times, and it doesn't matter the year. It just seems like they are always there. Again, 15-2 on the year. They're 8-1 in the section. We'll get to that in a moment because that loss is going to be important later on in the season. They are 7-0 in the conference right now, on top of everybody. 7-0 in that Granite Ridge. The next closest is Pequot Lakes at 6-1. Then Little Falls at 5-2. Foley 4-3, and Mora at 3-4. Mora just beat St. Cloud Cathedral earlier this week to get themselves above St. Cloud Cathedral. Otherwise, they were tied both at 2-4. So, Albany coming into tonight, again, one of the top teams in the state, number 2, in fact. They're 8-1 in the section and 7-0 in the conference. Now, again, only 2 losses on the year, and we'll get to those losses here right now. They started out the season with the win over Lake City. Then they lost to Eden Valley Watkins, who is also a Class 2A school from Section 3. And Eden Valley Watkins is a top 10 team on the season at 6-2 or 16-2 overall. After that loss to Eden Valley Watkins, Albany would go on to win their next 5. 3 over Corey, Melrose, and Mora. And then they would win 2 in a holiday tournament down at St. John's University. They'd beat Sauk Rapids Rice just by 2 points and Southwest Christian. But then they would lose to Annandale. Now, this is why this loss is important. Annandale, again, is the number 2 ranked team in Section 6 AA. They're the number 3 ranked team in all of Class AA. So, why is that important, you might ask? Well, if it comes down to it, and these two, and Annandale and Albany keep winning, and they continue not to lose, Annandale will have that tiebreaker over Albany come the end of the season and will get that elusive number 1 seed. And Albany would drop to number 2. But, again, we've still got plenty of basketball left to play. So, we just passed that midway point, ladies and gentlemen. And for Albany, they're 15-2. So that's 17 games. They've got about 9 games left. And I believe it's the same for Annandale. They might have 10 games left, maybe even 11. We'll take a look at them here in just a moment. But they did lose to Annandale by 21 points, 64-43. That is, you just don't see that for Albany. You don't see double-digit losses for them, but they did. Annandale is 4-1 in this section, 5-1 in their conference, 12-3 overall. Their 3 losses came against Eden Valley Watkins, so that's a similar opponent. Dassel Cokato as well, as Legacy Christian Academy. So that was their lone loss in the section. They lost to Legacy Christian by 6 points, so not a big loss, and that's why they are the number 3 ranked team in the state. And here's another reason why. They beat teams like Becker, Big Lake, 2 3A schools, Malacca. They also beat Osakis and Hutchinson, another 3A school. Then they beat Spectrum and Albany, New London, Spicer, Litchfield, Glencoe, Silver Lake, Rockford, Howard Lake, Waverly, Winstead. So those are all the teams that they have beat this season, and that is why they are the number 3 ranked team in all of Class 2A basketball. They have 15 games played on the year, so they have about 11 games left, does Annandale. But back to Albany, as Albany is the visiting team. They will play here in Mora tonight, looking for their second win over Mora, as they beat them the first time around by 42 points. Mora is looking to change that around this time, because Mora, is both these teams are obviously improved, but Mora seems to be much improved from that first game. And they do have Gage Brady back, which is a big help. Again, Mora, a younger team. They've got a lot of younger athletes. Now, they do have some seniors on this roster. In fact, they have 4 of them, but only one of them really sees significant varsity time, and that's Dylan Benson. Benson is really the only one who sees a significant amount of playing time for the varsity. The other seniors don't see as much varsity time, and that's not picking on them. That's just saying, well, hey, this is how it goes. So next year they'll be bringing back a good class of seniors and juniors for next year, and it will be very interesting to see how Mora looks to next year. It'll be very interesting to see. But tonight, Mora gets a big part of their offense back, and Gage Brady they have for the last couple of weeks, and Brady's been a starter since about 8th grade. So to have him back this time around to play Albany is going to be huge, because, again, the offense that he provides is so key. And he had to check out of that game against St. Cloud Cathedral, but he had, I think it was over 32 points, now that I'm remembering correctly. He had 32 points against St. Cloud Cathedral, and if he can provide that kind of output tonight, I think him along with Oberfeld are going to have big nights. I think Oberfeld's going to have to be a key guy rebounding the ball, because he has been their big rebounder, but then you're also going to have to see Schwartzbauer come up with some big rebounds, as well as Josh Hagerness. Josh Hagerness had a few and big ones in that second half against St. Cloud Cathedral. I think he's going to have to make more here in this one, as looking at Albany, they do have some decent height. They do have some guys. It's kind of spread out, though. They got some 6'4", 6'3". They do have Sam Hundle, who is a junior at 6'7". Then they do have Benjamin Meyer and Griffin Lang, who are both 6'4". Now, if they start and play, that's a different story. Of course, they do dress a absolute ton of players for varsity, so they do have that depth, and that is something that Mora may not have that Albany has, is the depth. Now, Mora can go through about 9 players depth-wise throughout the game, varsity-wise, but Albany, they will throw in 12, 13, 14 players who can all play varsity. It'll be interesting to see what they do here tonight. Taking a look over at Mora. Mora is 9-7 on the year, 4-4 in section play. They score 65 points per game and give up 61 points per game. Now, again, this Mora defense prides themselves on wanting to try and continue to be one of the top in the state for the last however many years. They have been that top defense in the state, but this year a little bit of a different team than years before. They don't necessarily have all that height that they once had before. Now, again, taking a look at their roster, Oberfeld is at 6'5", and you do have Brady at 6'1", but that's really all it for the height that they have. So they remind more on athleticism. There we go. And in talking in the preseason interview with their head coach, Kurt Grachek, he was talking about it. This is the first time they've changed their offense in a while, and they had to change it for the team that they have, but I think that's a sign of a good coach is when they're able to realize, hey, well, it may not work the way we've used to do it in years past, so let's try and do something a little bit different. It used to be a very physical offense, more of a grinding offense, not so many points scored, but this year they're more of a points-scoring offense than they have been in years past, and they have showed it in many games this year. But again, they're 9-7 overall. Taking a look at their season, as they're 2 games above 500. They're 3-4 in the conference. We talked about that, 4-4 in section play. They started off with 4 straight wins over Aiken, Kimball, Brandon, Evansville, and Rush City. But then again, they did lose to Albany by 42 points before going into a holiday tournament over in Pequot Lakes. They beat Warrow by 1, but then lost to Moose Lake Willow River by 6. They came out of that holiday tournament beating Piers, then losing to Legacy Christian Academy by almost 20 points, 18 points that loss. But then they beat Hinckley, Finlayson, and Malacca before losing 4 straight. They lost to Little Falls, Foley, Royalton, and Pequot Lakes before finally ending that 4-game losing streak this past Tuesday against St. Cloud Cathedral, where they beat them 83-60. And again, in that game, it was Gage Brady who had 32 points to lead the way for the Mustangs, and I think we'll have to see a similar output here tonight from Brady. Again, Oberfeld going to have to be another one of those guys who makes a difference, as well as Hegerness. Schwartzbauer going to have to be a guy who steps up and makes some plays as well. But I think we're going to have to see the entire team step out. Evenson, who is kind of their guy they bring in to really shoot from long distance, he's going to have to come in and make plays as soon as he hits the court. But again, it's going to be a team effort tonight if Mora is going to try and beat these Albany Huskies. Albany, a powerhouse in the world of basketball, boys and girls, and it seems like it's almost cheating, because each and every year they come out and they're one of the favorites to go, not only go to the section championship game, but to also make it to state. And Albany seems to be one of the favorites to go back to state again this year. But Annandale, and I was talking with the AD from Annandale last year a little bit when Pine City was there, and just in having conversation with him, he said, this is our team is pretty good this year. It's a younger team, but next year we're going to be returning everybody. And watching that team last year, they were about that 500 mark. My goodness, did they give teams that were close to state a run for their money. I think it was Malacca they played, or was it Mora? I don't remember which one. But, man, they gave them a run for their money. It was like, man, they shouldn't even be in this game, but they were. And it was incredible to see that display from a team like Annandale. Now they come into this season with the utmost high of expectations. And so far, so good, if we're being honest. So, for Albany, for Mora tonight, they're going to look to try and beat Albany. And I think, this might be an unpopular opinion, but even if they don't win, if they can come out and give Albany a close game, a run for their money, I think that'll be, in the long run, a win, because more than likely, they're going to have to face them in the playoffs. So, for Mora, I think, if they don't win this game, even if they can get just a good game out of their team, I think that'll be a win in and of itself. Our pregame warm-ups have been concluded, and we'll take commercial break to hear word from our fine sponsors, because then when we come back, we will have tip-off for you after our national anthem has been sung and the starting lineups have been announced. Of course, you're listening to Boys Basketball right here on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
The saga continues. We now know with certainty that Kidney Stone will return for Season 5, Part 2, its final episodes, in November 2024. The same love story.
No one messes with my girl.
Oh, Bip, I love you.
Trying to save the ranch.
It's got the best pole shed in Kanabec County.
And of course,
this week, grab your tickets to the new Wrangler Stampede Rodeo. 3 options to choose from. Or you're going to the train station.
Let's take them to the train station.
WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. Save now, but wait to watch what used to be your favorite show and everybody was talking about it, and now it's kind of lost its momentum.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with two 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
AOML. BRB. B4N. Period. O2. BF.
Back here on KBEK, nice 95.5 FM. Your starting lineups for the Albany Huskies, who are head coached by Corey Schlegel. It'll be number 0, Zeke Austin. Number 3, Jack Ryland. Number 5, Andrew Olson. Number 23, Sam Hundle. And number 32, Hunter Hammond. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, it'll be, who are head coached by Kurt Gracek. It'll be number 12, Gage Brady. 13, Josh Hegerness. 22, Noah Oberfeld. 24, Cole Schwartzbauer. And 35, Owen Lind. The Albany Huskies wearing their white away uniforms with the purple trim around the neck and armholes on their jersey. The purple and gray alternating squares down the side of the jersey and short. The purple letters and numbers outlined in gray. For the Mora Mustangs, their home blue uniforms with the single gray stripe down the middle of the jersey and short, outlined in the white on each side. White letters and numbers and the white trim on the neck, shoulders, and on the short. And we are underway, and the Huskies will win the tip with that height that they do have. So Albany down the court first, and with it is Olson. Now over to Austin. Austin now to Hammond. Hammond gives it off to Olson. Olson underneath to Hammond, who drives to the basket. Shot is up, no good, and couldn't grab the rebound. Could Owen Lind. It's tossed backwards, and wow, the Albany Huskies going to come up with it. That is something that the Mustangs needed. And with it is Olson. Olson drifts to his left, gives it off now to Austin. Austin On the near side, 2 seconds to shoot. A long shot. It's going to be no good. And it's going to be a shot clock violation, so the ball will go to the Mustangs. So that rebound that they couldn't hold on to does not harm them. And the Mustangs have it. Gage Brady, of course, takes it up the court on the far side. Brady looks, trying to get around his defender, looks for a screen, gives it off to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer on the far side to Hegerness. Hegerness pops off an extra long three! And Josh Hegerness gets the Mustangs on the board first, and that's a big one. But here come the Huskies. They work pretty quick on offense as well. Hondel, the 6'7 senior, has it. He works with it, gives it outside to Ryland. Ryland getting around the defense, underneath the basket, a reverse layup, and that's in and good for two from Ryland. Brady, double team, but he's going to get around the double team. He says, I'll do it myself. Then has it knocked out from behind. Has it knocked out, and it's going to be stolen away by Austin. Yeah, great job to get outward of the double team, but then just couldn't hold on to it. And now Sam Hondel for three, is no good. Austin with the rebound, and then he was fouled. And I do believe he'll go to the line and shoot two. And that foul going to be on Owen Lind, his first. And Zeke Austin is at the line now to shoot two for Albany. That one is up and good from Austin. And can't get the friendly roll, so only one of two there, and Noah Oberfeld will grab the rebound for the Mustangs. Bring it up the court for the Mustangs. Oberfeld on the far side. He'll hand it off to Hegerness. Hegerness thought about another long three. Looking, driving inside, gives it off to Brady. Brady at the top of the key, trying to wiggle his way around the defender. Gives it off to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer drives inside just past the free throw line. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded there by Andrew Olson. Olson will take it up the court for the Huskies. He'll look, stands at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Hondel. Hondel on the near side elbow, looking for a screen. Goes inside to Hammond, and that goes well past his reach, out of bounds. And the ball will go back to the Mustangs. We're tied at 3. Just 2 minutes into this game. Brady will get the inbound, and he'll pass it back to Oberfeld, who is single-teamed. And now he gives it to Hegerness in the front court. Now to Owen Lind. Lind hands it off to Hegerness. Hegerness thought about that extra long three. That would have been NBA range. So that gives it to Oberfeld. Oberfeld one step the other way, going it underneath the basket to Lind, and Lind is fouled, and he'll go to line and shoot two. Owen Lind fouled on that one, and he's at the line now to shoot two. That one's going to go against Hunter Hammond. His first and the team's first. Owen Lind trying to give the lead back to the Mustangs. Cannot get it on that one. So we'll stay tied at 3 apiece. Lind is good on that one, though. And he'll break the tie and make it 4-3, Mora. Bring it up is Andrew Olson for the Huskies. Olson looks, gives it off far side to Ryland. Ryland getting around the defense, pass it back out to Hondel. Hondel for a long two, it's no good. And Cole Schwartzbauer pulls down the rebound. Schwartzbauer with it. Before he crosses that timeline, gives it off to Oberfeld. Oberfeld will give it off to Brady. Brady gets away from the defender. Oh, my goodness, as he pulled up for the shot, lost it. And Ryland, I don't know if that's a steal or what, but we'll give him the steal anyways. Now with it on the far side, Olson gives it off to Hondel. Now on the near side to Austin. Austin looks for a screen. Good defense there by the Mora Mustangs. Now they'll give it off to Ryland. Ryland trying to go inside again, looking for Hammond. It goes past his reach, and it will go back to the Mustangs. Another pass that goes awry by the Huskies, and Mustangs get it back on another turnover. Brady gets it inbounded to Oberfeld, or vice versa there, and then Oberfeld got it back now to Hegerness. Hegerness brings it into the front court, looks for a screen, gets around one defender. Back outside to Owen Lind. Lind trying to drive inside, puts up a shot. It's going to go out of bounds, and just good defending there by Hondel of the Huskies. So the Huskies will force a turnover, and they'll get it back. It's Olson who brings it up the court, gives it off now to Ryland. Ryland on the near side for Olson. Olson trying to drive inside, gives it off to Hammond. Blocked by Oberfeld, and Oberfeld gets it in. Oberfeld over to Brady, who gave it to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer tried to ride the baseline, but unfortunately he stepped out of bounds. Caleb Evenson will check in for the Mustangs. And Owen Perry also check in for the Mustangs. Looks like 22 for Albany. Ethan Meyer checks in. They'll give it into Hondel. Hondel, he traveled. And this will give the ball back to the Mustangs. So not really a defensive game per se. It's just mistakes on each side have really led to this no score. Yeah, Evenson did not establish himself back in the backcourt before getting that ball. And that's the correct call. Mora doesn't like it, but Gracek doesn't like the call that Evenson was not back in time. But from here, it looked like the right call at least. I don't know, maybe I'm not seeing something. I know, how dare I, the hometown guy, I'm not calling it for Mora. But I think it was the correct call that he was not back in time. A nice spin move, shot for two by Zeke Austin will give the Huskies the lead. It's 5-4, stolen back. And Hondel, well, he gets the dunk, but barely. I don't know if you can call it a slam. It is a dunk, but he barely got it. A dunk nonetheless, though, and it's something I can't do, so give him credit there. Hegerness with it. He gives it to Brady. Brady on the far side. Gets a screen from Oberfeld. Now he has to back up. Guarded well. He gets around the defender from the free throw line. Drops it in for two. It's a good-looking shot by Brady. Makes it 7-6. But with that steal by Albany and the ability for them to be up now by one, I think that gives them a little bit of an advantage here because Mora had kind of got Albany out of wits a little bit. And see a shot there that's no good. And Hegerness goes up for the rebound for Mora. But it seemed like Albany was just out of sorts a little bit, and Mora kind of bothered them, and it looked like they were bothering Albany. Now Oberfeld will shoot one at the basket. It's no good. Hondel with the rebound. Here come the Huskies the other way on the far side for Ethan Meyer. Guarded well by Perry. Now to Hondel. Hondel gives it back out to Austin, top of the key. Austin looks for a screen, but he's guarded well. Pushes it into the far side corner for, I believe that's Ryland. Ryland on the baseline, gives it back outside to Meyer. Meyer trying to drive in. Shot is up, no good. Knocked out, no, not quite out of bounds. It's going to be rebounded by Ryland. Gives it outside to Hondel on the far side. Now it's tipped and stolen away by Gage Brady. First steal for the Mustangs here in this game. They trail by one with 12 minutes to go. Brady from the free throw line. He comes up short. And Meyer's going to get the rebound. You could tell on his release that he was going to come up just short on that one. I think he hesitated just a little long on that one. And now they'll give it underneath to Meyer. Meyer back outside to Ryland for three. It's going to come up short. Oberfeld with the rebound here for Mora. Right now, both teams just kind of, it just doesn't seem smooth for either team right now. Both teams seem to have a lot of jitters and can't quite fall into a rhythm. Brady will take it. He'll pass it back outside. Hegerness, top of the key for three, comes up short. And Hegerness going to get his own rebound. And now Evenson has it. Far side to Hegerness. Hegerness gets a screen from Oberfeld. Hegerness from the free throw line. Going to be missing everything. And that will give it back to the Huskies. Checking in for the Huskies, number 21, Elliot Burnett. And Lynn back in for the Mustangs. Pulling up from the free throw line is Hondel, and he'll drop it in for two. Makes it 9-6. Evenson gives it off to Oberfeld. Oberfeld brings it up the court. Also in again is Schwartzbauer. Oberfeld, long three, bank in. No, it rims out. Rebounded there by Burnett. Also in for the Huskies is 33, Braden Justin. A long two there from Zeke Austin. Well, did they call it a two or a three? Thought I heard him say three, but they only put up two on the board. Well, we'll give him two. So it's 11-6 now. Brady with it to Oberfeld. Oberfeld drives inside, and he's fouled. Nice job there by Oberfeld drawing that foul. He was in trouble. He was about to come down with that ball and get called for a travel. And Ethan Meyer will get called for the foul. And Oberfeld at the line to shoot 2 now. It's a 5-point deficit for the Mustangs, but that one is good. And again, right now the Mustangs just seem a little bit out of sorts. Their offense doesn't seem like it's necessarily, I don't want to say ready, but they just seem a little bit ahead of themselves. Oberfeld drops them both in, so it's 11-8, back to a 3-point deficit for the Mustangs. Burnett will get the inbound for the Huskies. He looks, setting up the defense, gives it off to Austin on the far side. He'll give it to Hondel. Hondel left alone. He'll pull up a long 2. That's going to be no good. And Oberfeld will bring in the rebound. I think he's going to be key tonight with those rebounds. He's going to have a ton, I think, in order for the Mustangs to have success. He's their biggest guy out there. Brady will let this one go into the backcourt as it was tipped. Smart play there by Gage Brady. He was in some trouble, but he does the smart thing and let that one go. Brady will pull up for 2, and he can't get his shot to roll right now. He misses, and it's rebounded by Elliot Burnett. Bringing up the court, he'll give it off to Justin. Braden Justin, that is. Gives it back to Burnett. Burnett trying to get around the defenders. Back outside to Hondel. Hondel giving some space. He'll give it off to Austin. Austin gets to the far side. Now drifting, trying to get around the corner. Gives it off to Burnett. Burnett back outside. Stolen away by Oberfeld. That was right to him. Oberfeld draws. No. Yeah, Oberfeld, that's an inexperienced play right there. Hondel did a great job setting up, and Oberfeld thought he was going to draw the foul, but that was not even close to the case as Hondel was there in time. And yeah, that's an inexperienced play there by Oberfeld, and that's a play where Kurt Grachek is going to be telling Oberfeld, hey, on that one, you've got to look somewhere else because Hondel is set up in that spot. 10 out of 10 times you're going to get called for that one. So next time, try and pass it off to someone else in that situation. A battle between Hondel and Oberfeld. That might heat up later on in this game. It's already heating up between those two. And, Austin, they're going to say he got fouled. I don't know about that one. They're going to call Brady on the foul. That was close. I even thought Austin maybe had touched the baseline, but either way, inbound here to Justin, and now a 3 from Zeke Austin is good. And that will make it 14-8 for the Huskies. Owen Lind has it, gives it to Oberfeld. Oberfeld dribbling through a double team, and no-look pass on the far side to Hegernus. Hegernus to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer finds that lane to the basket, gives it outside Oberfeld for 3. That's no good. And Schwartzbauer almost had the rebound, but grabbing it is Ethan Meyer. And right now, I think the Mustangs are just trying to play a little too fast. I think they need to settle things down a little bit. Hondel wide open, and he'll drive towards the basket. He got that height, couldn't drop it in. And oh my goodness, they're going to call a foul on Mora. That's got to be a jump ball. They're going to call Schwartzbauer on the foul. So Albany will get to inbound. Caleb Evenson in, as well as Owen Perry. Now checking in for the Albany Huskies, Caleb Abraham. Austin will inbound to Abraham. No. Good pass on that far side to Austin. Austin pulling up. Shot no good. It was blocked. By who, I don't know, but it was blocked by someone down there. Hegernus thought about it. Gives it to Lind now. Lind to Evenson. Evenson, he's got that range, but now he'll drive inside, and his pass was blocked, but luckily knocked out of bounds, and the Mustangs will hold on to it. That was close, but the Mustangs will get to hold on to it. Trailing by 6 are the Mustangs under that halfway mark in the first half. Brady outside to Lind for 3. That's going to be no good. And Zeke Austin flies up for that rebound. Austin gets the pass back from Meyer. Now gives it off to Justin. Going inside. They'll look for Abraham. Abraham back outside now to Ethan Meyer for three. That's no good. Hagerness gets the rebound. Brady will take it up the court for the Mustangs. Brady looking, trying to get around the defender, and then he pulls up just inside the free throw line and drops it in for two. 14-10 for the Mustangs. They trail. Burnett has it. Burnett trying to get around a couple of defenders and nearly fouled. Maybe should have been a foul, but a long three from Zeke Austin. And that's going to be trouble for the Mustangs. Zeke Austin has found himself a rhythm now from three. Hagerness has the pass up the front court, takes it to the far side now to Lind. Lind gives it off here to Evenson. Evenson wanted that long three, instead pulls it down, gives it to Hagerness on the far side. He wants the long three. It's no good, and rebounded there by Ethan Meyer. Quickly up the court go the Huskies. With it, Burnett. Burnett just inside, gives it to Meyer. Now inside to Abraham. Abraham, spin move to his right. Shot is up, no good. And two Mustangs fight for the rebound amongst themselves. Can't do that, guys, and Evenson will come down with it. Brady will take it. Brady, top of the key. Calling out for a screen from Lind. Triple team, now over to Evenson for three. That's going to be no good. And rebounded by Ethan Meyer. He got some help on that rebound. Got it pushed back his way. Burnett with it. He'll pass it to Abraham. Now a nice move inside. And it's up and in for two from Braden Justin. 19-10. Huskies with the lead. Evenson will try to get it to Hagerness, and that's not a good pass. And nearly stolen away by the Huskies, but they try to get it back in, and it's kept alive, and the Mustangs will hold on to it. Now Lynn drives to the basket. That shot up, no good. Dylan Benson will check in for the first time here tonight for the Mustangs. Looking for a little bit of spark on offense are the Mustangs. They trail by 9, 5:49 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Oberfeld for three, comes up short. And a rebound there by Zeke Austin. Three locations, Pine City, Lynchburg, and Cambridge. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care and friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll also leave you with Smile You'll Embrace Forever at EmbraceMN.com. Well, the Mustangs, a three here from Zeke Austin. One that is finally no good, and that was rebounded by Owen Perry. Perry got the rebound for the Mustangs, and Brady goes one way, fakes the next, and it's going to be taken away from him, stolen away by Zeke Austin, and he drops it in for two. So Zeke Austin with the steal, and then he takes it the distance for the fast break points for two to drop it in. A three here from Brady over the defender, and no good. Rebounded by Olsen. I just think right now the Mustangs are trying to force things right now, and they know things aren't going their way, so they're just trying to force points, but right now they just can't seem to find anything. Shot no good by the Huskies, rebounded by Burnett. Top of the key for three from Ryland. It's no good, and the rebound will be taken here by Oberfeld. I think defensively the Mustangs are going to have to find a way to be a little bit more aggressive on the defensive glass. Brady shot up, no good. Abraham with the rebound that time. And here come the Huskies quickly up the court. Back outside to Olsen. Olsen looking for three. Now underneath to Abraham. Abraham, the spin move, no good. But his teammate right there, his shot no good. Rebounded by Hagerness. Hagerness with the last rebound there. And it will be a Mustang timeout. This is their first of the half with 4:08 to go. Embrace Orthodontics. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. It's a 21-10 deficit for the Mustangs. It's not been pretty for either side by any means. Albany has gotten into a little bit more of a rhythm. Things are going a little bit more their way. They're not as frazzled as the Mustangs are, and they don't have to force things now with an 11-point lead. But for the Mustangs, I think right now they're just trying to force things. They're trying to get themselves quickly back into it. They're trying to jump back into it instead of running their offense and doing and playing their offense the way they should. I think they're forcing things a little bit too much right now. They got to get back to their offense, pass that ball around, work it inside to out, try and open up that three for Oberfeld or Brady. And then if you can open that up, then Brady's going to have his way and try and find some more shots inside. But for Brady, too, he's going to have to get a few more shots to fall. I think right now he's just second-guessing his shots a little bit too much. You can see him kind of double-clutching his shots and waiting on them maybe too many times here in this first half. So he's going to have to just find a way to get more confident on those and drop more in. Brady gets it. He drives towards the basket, and there you go. The announcers reverse jinx? Uno reverse? I don't know. 21-12 now. Mora trails, but Hondel with it. Spin move, shot up, no good. And rebound there to Dylan Benson. Oberfeld works his way up the court. A fadeaway shot. Wow. I was about to say that wasn't the best of shot selections, but he made it look clean. A touchdown is the difference between these teams. Ryland with it. He'll give it off far side. That's Austin. No, excuse me, not Austin, but the shot is no good anyways. And Oberfeld uses that paw that he has to quickly reel in the rebound. Brady with it. Brady gets around the screen from Lind, trying to drive inside. Wanted to go back outside to Benson. He finally does. Benson looking to drive inside. Benson, and that was knocked out of bounds by the Huskies, so the Mustangs will hold on to it. Hegernus going to check in, and he's going to come in for Benson. Evenson will also check in for Schwartzbauer. Looks like the Mustangs want to bring in their perimeter game a little bit. Want to get those shots from the outside to fall a little bit more. Inbound goes to Brady on the far side. Brady fakes the move and then dribbles out to the elbow. Gets a screen from Oberfeld. He lost his footing a little bit, so he couldn't cleanly get around it. Gives it to Evenson. Evenson again, he's got the range, tries to drive inside, gives out to Hegernus. Hegernus for three. Good! And that is exactly why those guys have come in for the Mustangs. It's 21-17, and now the Mustangs only trail by 4. But here come the Huskies. Andrew Olson with it. He gives it off far side to Ryland. Ryland trying to drive inside. Nice move, but it's rebounded by Evenson. Evenson takes it up the court. Drifts into the far side corner. Looks, he gives it off to Hegernus. Hegernus thought about three, passed it back to Brady. Settling things down on offense now with about 2 minutes to go. Brady gets around the screen. Defender right there, though. He's trying to get around the defender. Nice moves, pulls up from the free throw line, drops it in for 2. And all of a sudden, like I said, Brady has found that rhythm, and now we got a timeout by the Albany Huskies. And the Mustangs kind of did what, I'm not going to say they listened to me because that's not the case, but they kind of just got back to their offense. What was happening is they were rushing things. They were forcing shots. They were trying to force themselves back into this one. It kind of felt like they were trying to get all 11 points at once. And you can't do that when you're down by double digits. So what did they do when they came out of the timeout? Played their game. They played their offense. They played to their strengths. They used the passes real well. Instead of just shooting the ball quickly and trying to force that shot from long range, they did what they do best. Gage Brady used a move or two, got inside, floater in. They used that perimeter game with Hegernus. They passed him open. And what I mean by that is they passed the ball around inside out. They finally got him open on the far side, and he delivered on the 3. So this offense rolling now. Hopefully they can continue. And then a long 2 there by the Huskies. It was no good, but Ryland right there for the easy 2. Makes it 23-19. Monsters Inc. reference there. Hegernus has it on the far side. Hegernus looks for the screen from Oberfeld. Hegernus wanted to draw. Are we going to get a foul here on Mora? You got him for a blocking foul, so Owen Lind, his second, team's 5th. Coming in for Lind is Owen Perry. So the Huskies get it back, and that's not what you want if you're the Mustangs there. That kind of hurts a little bit, but can't let it snowball into points now for Albany, or at least into a scoring run. Austin with it. Austin trying to drive baseline on that far side. Got a hand on the ball, and Schwartzbauer's going to come up with it. Brady up the court. Hegernus thought about 3. Drives inside, gives it off to Schwartzbauer for 3. That's off the front of the rim and close. But it's rebounded by Ethan Meyer. Their leading rebounder here in the first half, and turning on the Jets, getting around the corner. And Hondo will drop it in for 2. Ryland tried to get around the corner quickly. He did. He turned on the Jets, but couldn't get it to fall as he got a hand in his face, and then Hondo would get the pass from him and drop it in. Under a minute to go. Mustangs trying to get back on the board after a little bit of a nice run, and now the Huskies have been on a run. A fadeaway shot, no good, and rebounded by Ethan Meyer, and now the Mustangs all of a sudden have given momentum back to the Huskies. And, of course, that shot clock is off, so the Huskies will look to be just ending the first half with the last shot. Andrew Olson gives it off to Zeke Austin. Now, if you're the Mustangs, this isn't ideal. You don't want them to get the last shot because they could go up by as much as 9. But you also don't want to foul just to get the ball back. So it's, a nice job there. Oh, they're going to say it was out of bounds, tipped by the Mustangs. I don't think that's the case. I do not think a Mustang even got close to it. That should be Mustang ball. And Hondo cannot drop it in for 2. Oberfeld will get the rebound. So, even though maybe a bad call on the shot or the pass that was tipped, it will not harm the Mustangs because Oberfeld was there to prevent that basket from falling, plus he got the rebound. So we go to halftime with the Mustangs trailing by 6 here in the first half. And we'll take commercial break here. Word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to boys basketball on Nice 95.5 KBEK.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit burnettdairy.com and click on careers.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
AOML. BRB. B4N. Period 02. BF. 143. AAK. 1 AM. Apostrophe S apostrophe.
These are two teenage girls texting each other, and we have no idea what they're saying either. Maybe the WCMP Deals guy can translate.
This week, grab $10 tickets to the Duluth Sports Show. Fishing seminars, hundreds of exhibitors. You can even get your deer scored. All for only $10.
No, I don't think that's what they were saying at all. But find these and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. OMG, TTYL. Money sign, heart emoji.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one, towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
The saga continues. We now know with certainty that Kidney Stone will return for Season 5, Part 2, its final episodes, in November 2024. The same love story.
No one messes with my girl.
Oh, Bip, I love you.
Trying to save the ranch.
It's got the best pull shed in Kanabec County.
And of course,
This week, get a $25 gift card to Doc Sports Bar and Grill in Sturgeon Lake. Almost half off. Or you're going to the train station.
Let's take him to the train station.
WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. Save now, but wait to watch what used to be your favorite show and everybody was talking about it. Now it's kind of lost its momentum.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Back here on KBEK, taking a look at our first half stats here in the game, starting with the Albany Huskies, who lead at halftime 25-19 over your Mora Mustangs. Halftime stats, it is Zeke Austin who led the Huskies with 13 points, then Sam Hondel with 6, Jack Ryland with 4, and 2 for Braden Justin. Rebound-wise, Ethan Meyer led the Huskies with 6 of the rebounds, 4 for Zeke Austin. They were 50% from the free throw line, 1 of 2. They had 4 steals in that first half and only 2 team fouls. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, leading the way was Gage Brady with 8, Josh Hegerness with 6, 4 for Noah Oberfeld, and 1 for Owen Lind. Rebound-wise, it was Oberfeld leading the way with 6 and 4 for Hegerness. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 from Noah Oberfeld and 1 of 2 for Owen Lind. They had 2 steals, 2 blocks, and 5 team fouls in that first half. For the Mustangs, again, no matter what the game, how the game goes, I think you need to continue just to play your offense, your style of basketball, because we've seen what happens when they try and play this I'm not saying they can't play the fast pace, but we've seen what happened when they tried to play more fast pace and tried to just kind of shoot at will per se. It didn't work, and it seemed like they were trying to get all 11 points back at once. Well, after that timeout, they finally got back to their own style of offense, and that's when they got back within 2 of that Husky lead at 21-19 before the Huskies were able to go on a little bit of a 4.0 or 4-0 run before halftime. So, for the Mustangs here in the second half, just continue to run your offense. Don't do anything different offensively. Run your offense, and remember, you can't get all whatever deficit or how many points you are behind back in one shot. It comes one possession at a time, and I think they just got to remember that and just continue to play their offense. Defensively, well, just remember, this Albany team likes to pass the ball around very quickly, and they will try and find somebody open with those quick passes. So I think just being aware of where those are on the court for the Mora Mustangs. But other than that, it's been a pretty fun first half between these two teams. As we are just about set to start the second half of action, taking a look at our Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Plus, they believe the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program at embracemn.com. 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations, Pine City, Lyncham, and Cambridge. So 25-19 is our score, and both teams are set to get started here as the Mustangs will start with the ball to begin half number 2. Hagerness will inbound to Brady, and we're underway here in the second half. Brady gives it out to Schwartzbauer. He couldn't quite hold on to it cleanly. He'll give it off to Hagerness on the far side. Hagerness dribbles through the defense, stands top of the key, gives it to Oberfeld. Oberfeld dribble behind the back to the basket. No good on the shot. Nice dribble, but just couldn't get it to fall. And Hammond for the Huskies gets the rebound. It's Andrew Olson bringing it up the court. He'll give it off far side to Zeke Austin, their leading scorer in that first half. Now to Hondel. Hondel, double team, but he gets it underneath to Hammond. Hammond shot up, no good, but he was fouled. And that's going to go against Cole Schwartzbauer, the foul. And again, it's Hammond, at the line to shoot 2. First one, no good. No good on both. And, well, Hammond's going to get the rebound. And quickly driving to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Hammond gets another rebound, and he's fouled again. Goodness gracious, Mora can't buy a rebound right there. I think they got Owen Lind. They did, and his third. And quick 2 fouls, not even a minute in to this second half for the Mustangs. And Hammond doesn't get that one to fall. Owen Perry in for Lind. And Hammond can't get it to fall. Another rebound by the Huskies. That one was Ryland. So the Huskies have yet another opportunity. A 3 here from Zeke Austin is good. And that's why you can't give them those opportunities. Eventually they're going to make you pay for it, and they do there. Oberfeld with it for the Mustangs on the far side. Now drifts towards the middle of the court, drifting to the far near side, rather, for giving it off to Brady. Brady trying to get around the defender. And they're going to get a foul call on Albany. This one's going to go against Ryland. His first, team's first of the second half. Mustangs will inbound. Hagerness He'll get it to Brady. Brady looking, staring down the defender, gets a screen. Brady trying to get around the corner, and we'll get another foul here on the Huskies. So they pile up 2 quick fouls. Austin will get his first foul of the game. They only had 2 in the first half, so they matched that total in the first 2.5 minutes, or minute and a half, excuse me. Hagerness. Ooh, that lob pass, that lob inbound to Hagerness was nearly stolen away by Hondel. Hondel using that 6'7" wingspan to nearly intercept it over the shoulder, but couldn't quite reel it in, luckily for the Mustangs. Brady will get it to himself this time, and now Schwartzbauer into Oberfeld. Oberfeld shot is up. He got a hand on it by Husky, and Honda will get the rebound. He'll take it himself, and that one is going to drop in for 2. Makes it 30-19. Hagerness has it, gets a screen, pulls up from long 2, drops it in. 30-21. Albany back with it in their front court. Olsen has it, gives it far side, now to Hondel. Hondel, an extra long 3, that's going to be no good. But Hammond, no surprise, he gets the rebound. His shot is up and no good, and Oberfeld this time going to reel it in for the Mustangs. Oberfeld, far side, Schwartzbauer left alone for 3, good! Old Schwartzbauer from 3, 30-24. I like the fact that the Mustangs didn't panic when they went down by 9. They just simply said, hey, let's work our offense. The Huskies have it back again. Ryland gives it off, far side Austin. Austin has that range from 3. Gives it to Hondel. Hondel to the basket. Can't drop it in. Oh, they're going to get a foul. And that was close. They're going to get Schwartzbauer, his 3rd, though. And Hondel at the line to shoot 2 now. Hondel drops that one in. Make it 31-24. Hondel no good on the second one. But go figure, it's Hammond with the rebound. And Hondel will drop it in for 2. And Mustangs will get it back. It's those second chance opportunities that the Mustangs cannot give the Huskies because the Huskies are capitalizing off of them eventually. Gage Brady takes it to the basket. Hesitation, and then drops it in for 2. 33-26. Albany wasting no time getting their offense back the other way. Olsen with it, gives it off Hondel. Hondel, they're going to get a foul there on Oberfeld. I feel like you got to let him play a little bit. I don't think that one per se should have been a foul, but it is going to be on Oberfeld. So the Huskies will inbound. They get it to Ethan Meyer. Going far side to Ryland. Now to Austin. Austin. Spin move at the free throw line. Gives it to Meyer. Meyer back to Austin. Austin trying to get around the double team. Gives it off to Hondel. Hondel zigzags his way inside. Shot is, oh, jeez. I don't know how or what circus act he just pulled off, but wow. That was a good shot. That's all I can say. I'm at a loss for words on that one. Wow. 35-26. Huskies with the lead. Brady, a little bit of a screen. Defender right on the other side of it, though. He's got the defender on his toes. And Brady to the basket. No good. Meyer with the rebound. Quickly up, Hondel avoids the... And how is that not a foul? Hondel, he definitely hooked him. He definitely hooked him. That's an argument that Kurt Gracek is not going to win, sadly, but he probably should. I mean, Hondel completely hooked him. I mean, he completely hooked around Hondel and spun him down. There's no question about it. That has to be a foul. Now we will get a foul here on the Huskies. This one's going to go against Ryland. And it's his second, team's 3rd. Oberfeld at the line now to shoot 2. Kurt Gracek up off his seat after that non-call. giving an earful to the referees, and I think he really has a point. I mean, that was a missed one there by the referees. Again, not nagging on the referees. I'm allowed my opinion. Shot is up, no good, so Oberfeld only gets 1 of 2, and then Ryland will get the rebound for the Huskies. And Hagerness nearly got the steal, but he knocked it out of bounds. It's a 37-27 deficit for your Mora Mustangs, trailing the Huskies, the number 2 team in the state in all of Class AA basketball. What? There's no way. Oh, my goodness. Well, they got another foul here on Oberfeld, so we'll move on. Oberfeld just as stunned, and so as is Gracek and the rest of the coaching staff. Yeah, we move on. Good call or bad, it's a call. 15 foul for the Mustangs. It's the 3rd on Oberfeld, and got 3 players with 3 fouls now for the Mustangs. That's going to be unfortunate. Ryland gets it inside to Meyer, and it's not quite stolen away. Austin for 3, yep. Austin, I mean, he is just, from long distance, it is no doubt. Brady will get the inbound from Oberfeld, and then Brady will give it back to Oberfeld. Oberfeld looking, eyeing up the defender. He drifts to the far side, getting around the defender, trying to take that defender to the basket. And he gets Ryland on the foul. So that will send Oberfeld to the line for 2. Oberfeld trying to get his team and cut this deficit down as he drops in the first to make it 40-28. Checking in for the first time here tonight for the Huskies is number 11, Ben Meyer. Oberfeld, and drops that one in as well. So he drops them both in, and it's 29 points now for the Mustangs to the Huskies 40. 13 minutes to go in the second half. With the ball is Burnett. He'll bring it up the court for Albany. Drift to the far side now, guarded by Schwartzbauer. Looking for Hondel inside. Hondel gets around the defenders. Nice. That's a good shot there by Hondel. Using that little bit of a windmill action to get it through the defenders to drop it in on the reverse layup. You got to give credit where it's due and give him credit there. And Oberfeld trying to do too much himself. Hondel with the steal, and Hondel will drop it in for 2. Yeah, Oberfeld tried to do a little bit too much himself that time, and unfortunately, Huskies made him pay, and Hondel got the steal and the shot to fall. Brady gets a pass from Hagerness. Hagerness trying to drive inside. Hagerness, or excuse me, that's Brady. And Brady on the stop drops it in for 2. 44-31. All of a sudden, Huskies have quite a bit of momentum in their favor, and the Mustangs need a big couple stops here to change that. Pass inside to Meyer. Good pass from Austin, and Meyer will drop it in for 2, his first points of the game. And it will be 46-31. Mustangs will call their first timeout of the second half. Their second timeout overall. They'll be left with 3. We'll take a look at that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at embracemn.com. So the Huskies lead by 15 right now. Mustangs just having trouble with the Huskies offense inside right now. Pretty much all the points in the second half for the Huskies have come inside. They have gotten a few shots outside. Zeke Austin, one of the biggest. I mean, he has just got range, and he's got the range from everywhere on the court. He's made him pay a few times tonight on those long threes. And not only that, the Mustangs have given the Huskies too many second chance scoring opportunities. So the Mustangs going to have to work on grabbing more rebounds because right now it is all Huskies on those second chance opportunities. The Mustangs are going to have to get big on those defensive boards and try and get some defensive rebounds because right now they need them. Full court press shown by the Huskies. They back out of it as Hegernus gets it. He'll give it off to Brady. Brady looks. He'll give it to Hegernus. Hegernus trying to drive. He'll look. Pull up. The long two is no good. And Owen Perry there for the two. And he draws the foul. That one's going to go against Ethan Meyer, his second. And Owen Perry with the possible three-point play. No good on the shot. It's going to go out of bounds. But Owen Perry gets 2 out of that trip. Looks like Oberfeld has got a new jersey. He'll be wearing number 30 the rest of this game, as I believe his other jersey had a little bit of blood on it. So they got him in a new jersey now. Either way, Huskies in the front court. Zeke Austin with it. You always got to be worried about him where he is at because he's got that long range. Oberfeld trying to draw the foul, but couldn't get it, and unfortunately that's going to be his 4th. So right after he just got back out onto the court, might have to take a seat. He will. That's going to be unfortunate. Now the Mustangs are going to have other guys step up in the spot of Oberfeld. Not sure of the talk. Not real sure of the conversation there, but referee went to the scorer's table and each bench, so I'm not real sure of what the conversation was, but the conversation's over. Ethan Meyer for 3, it's no good. Rebound picked up by Cole Schwartzbauer. Somebody's going to have to step up because Oberfeld led him with 7 rebounds, so someone else is going to have to make the rebounds. A miscommunication there. Hegernus was looking for Schwartzbauer, and Schwartzbauer was slashing to the basket, but the pass from Hegernus was going right to him where he was, sitting down, but goes out of bounds, and turnover, an unforced error there by the Mustangs, and right now the Mustangs just can't have those. They kind of need everything to go their way. Brady gets beat on the drive to the basket by Zeke Austin. Rebound is taken by Cole Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer on the far side gives it to Hegernus, now to Lind. Lind to Brady. Brady takes one way, goes the other way, then back to the right. Brady gives it off to Schwartzbauer, now to Evenson, now to Brady at top of the key. Brady thought about the long 3, gives off to Evenson. Evenson drives inside, backs out to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer can't hold on to it, and it'll go out of bounds. And I don't know if Schwartzbauer thought it was last touch by Albany, but it looked like he may have had a chance to pull that one back in before it went out of bounds. And he obviously didn't let it go, but I don't know if he thought maybe it was touched by a Husky before it went out of bounds. The Huskies get it back. Mayer gives it to Hondel. A 3 here from Burnett is good. Elliot Burnett, his first points on the evening. Make it 49-33. And Hegernus has it for the Mustangs. Gives it to Evenson. Now to Lind. Now to Brady. Brady dribbles, gets around the defender. Shot is blocked, and a foul. That was close. That was really close. I wasn't even sure it was a foul, but they do get Austin on it. His second, team 6th, and Brady at the line to shoot 2. These free throws are going to be must-haves for the Mustangs because right now their offense just can't seem to get any points to fall. Brady drops them both in. So he adds 2 to make it 49-35. It's a 14-point deficit for the Mustangs. Plenty of time here in this one. They'll have to go on a run, but they still got plenty of time. Hondel with it for the Huskies. Hondel trying to get around Oberfeld. He gives off to Austin. Austin, it's good. You can't give him any bit of room because, I mean, that's what he can do. And that's, I mean, good on him. He just, he's really hitting from NBA range all night long. I mean, I don't think he even wants to shoot it from high school range. He just says, yeah, I see it. I'm going to back up just a little bit, though. Shot is no good from Brady from 3. Ben Meyer will get the rebound for the Huskies. Burnett has it. He'll give it off now to Austin. Gives it off near side to Meyer. Ben Meyer gives it underneath to Ethan Meyer. And Ethan Meyer can't get that one to fall. Swatted out. But it's going to be Oberfeld with the rebound. He checks in. He's got 4 fouls, so he'll have to play a little bit careful on defense. Hegernus with the 3 from long range, and he drills it. They need more of that type of play on offense, but Oberfeld drew in about 3 defenders around him because they know how dangerous he is, and they're just going to have to try and draw more defenders on one. Austin thought about 3, then drives, then gives it off here to Ben Meyer, and it's Ben Meyer for 3. And all of a sudden, Albany says, well, you won't let us drive inside, so we'll just shoot it from outside. And they're getting everything to drop right now. Oberfeld with it. Gets a screen from Lind. He'll look. He wants Hegernus, and he'll hand it to Hegernus, who drifts to the near side. Hegernus all the way around, and can't get that 2 to drop in. And Hondel will pick up the rebound. Burnett to Hondel, just inside the free throw line. He drops it in for 2. 57-38. Oberfeld. Under 8 minutes to go now on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Mustangs are going to have to work a little bit quickly. Oberfeld to Lind. Now over to Hegernus. Now to Brady. Brady guarded well. Gets around the defense, trying to draw a foul. Can't. And Hondel will get the rebound on the missed shot. Hondel, for a bigger guy, he's showing off the swift feet as his shot is no good. Rebounded by Owen Lind. And then by bigger, I mean he's tall. You don't usually see taller guys with that quickness. And Dylan Benson at the basket fakes the shot, and then as he goes for the shot, he's fouled. That was going to go against Elliot Burnett. His first team 7th, and now a bonus for the Mustangs, but it's 2 here from Dylan Benson. And Benson good on the first. Make it 57-39. Couple substitutions for both sides. 7:10 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. To leave you with Smile You Embrace Forever. Plus, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Second shot is no good. Rebounded by Ryland. And he'll bring it up the court for the Huskies. 57-39. The score remains in favor of Albany. Burnett stands at the M logo, waits for the offense to get set. Gets the play call, gets it to Hondel. Hondel trying to get around a couple defenders. He gives it back to Burnett. Burnett, and he has it stolen away by Gage Brady. Brady takes it to the basket, literally floating through the air to the basket. And he drops in 2 to make it 57-41. And we'll get a timeout called here by the Albany Huskies and their head coach, Coach Schlegel. 16-point deficit for the Mustangs. It's a longer timeout for the Huskies. The Huskies lead here has built up. At the beginning of the second half, the Huskies really found any and everything they wanted to inside. Well, then the Mustangs corrected that, and then all of a sudden the Huskies said, okay, don't allow us to drive inside, fine, we'll take these shots from outside. And they have been hitting from about college 3 range and have been absolutely drilling it. So it seems like right now, no matter what Mora is doing, is Albany has an answer, whether it's, hey, we'll shoot it from outside, or we're going to drive you inside and draw a foul. But as of late, the Mustangs have found a little bit of something there on offense. They got that transition offense to work and get not quite fast break opportunities, but close enough. to where they could be. 6:40 to go. Mustangs have some work to do. Huskies, they're obviously going to take a little bit more time with each and every possession. As Austin has it, he gets the spin move on Brady. Drives inside, and the shot is up. And he drops it in for two. 59-41. Hagerness to Perry, now to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer on the near side, drifts to the top of the key, gives it off to Brady. Brady looking to get around the defender, drives inside. They're going to say a foul here. Gage Brady letting the defender know where he got hit. And he's going to have to, I think that's what the referee's telling him. Hey, I get it, you're heated, but can't be telling to the defender where he hit him. I think they said 2 free throws, so they're going to call it a shooting foul. And Brady, first one's up, no good. I think he's a little bit frazzled after not dropping that one in for 2 and after getting fouled. You can tell Mora, they want this one, and right now they're just kind of can't get things to go their way, as that one's no good. Ryland with the rebound for the Huskies, and that's what you can't have if you're Mora. Trips to the line, and you gotta make a. Austin, surprised he didn't shoot it from there. Oh, Austin, I think gave a. I think he acted a little bit well on that one. They're gonna get Brady for the foul, his second. But again, as I've said before, if you can get the call, I'm all for it. And he got the call, even though, again, I think he did a good acting job. Again, I can't blame him. He got the foul call, so. 60-41. And he can't drop them both in. Rebound is going to be taken by Oberfeld. Brady with it. Brady, far side, gets the screen from Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer. No, it's Brady still. Brady from 2. He gets it from the free throw line to go. 60-43. And the Mustangs haven't quite abandoned the long-range game, but I think they're going to need to get back to it here relatively sooner than later, just because they've had some spots where they've been open from long range. They just have decided to try and drive a little bit more inside. A 2 there from Ryland. And it's 62-43. Hagerness has it. He gives it off to Evenson, now to Oberfeld. Oberfeld on the far side drifts into the corner, gets around the corner, drives inside, drops it in for 2. And it's 62-45. A timeout called here by the Mustangs. It'll be their third. They'll be left with 2. A 30-second timeout, 5 minutes to go here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Mustangs got some work to do, and now, even though their offense is scoring, their defense hasn't stopped Albany from scoring. So the offense is doing its job. Now the defense has to step up, make some stops. And if they can do that, we've seen that Moore's offense is now starting to get the points to roll. And if their defense can make a stop here and there, I'm not saying it's going to be an easy comeback, but they'll have a good chance at making the comeback opportunity happen. (62-45), Mustangs trail on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Out of the timeout, the Huskies have it. Olsen gives off on the far side to Ryland. Ryland back to Olsen. Olsen left alone outside. Now he'll give it inside to Hondel, and Hondel will drop it in for 2. Again, they've been working that ball inside, and they realize now that, well, they might be able to get back inside because, well, the Mustangs have a couple guys who can't get any more fouls. And Schwartzbauer from 3, and he gets it to go. 64-48, and they need more of those. Huskies, though, again, going to do a good job passing the ball around, and we have it to Hondel. Hondel turns around at the free throw line. His shot is up and no good. Hagerness with the rebound. There's one stop. Going to have a few more, but that's one. Brady fakes the three, gives it to Hagerness. That's off the mark. And Ryland with the rebound. So after the Mustangs get a miss from the Huskies, they can't drop it in, and they needed that. Because the Huskies right now just going to be okay with passing this ball around, but left alone for three, that's going to be no good. And Brady with the rebound, he kind of got through a foul there, and then he gets to the basket and is fouled. He'll go line and shoot two. And that's Ryland with the fourth foul for himself, ninth team foul. And Brady at the line to shoot two. He was 0 for 2 the last time around. And no good on that one. He's frustrated with himself because of it, but he's just got to forget those misses and see the ball going through the net. Easier said than done, obviously, but got it to rattle through. But it's 64-49. A three here is no good by the Huskies. Rebounded by Ethan Meyer, though. And they'll get it back outside to Hondel, and it's Zeke Austin for three. Hey, Steph Curry, you got competition. Holy crap. I mean, it's just been so impressive how the distance. I'm sure he'd be willing to pull up from half court at this point, and he'd make it. And that's just how good it has looked. Oberfeld trying to match, but can't, and Austin with the rebound. And we're getting to the point now where if Mustangs can't get three after three after three and make stops on the Huskies, it's pretty much over. Austin tried to get the foul call, but that time the referee did not buy the acting, and a two there from Hondel. So now it's a 20-point deficit, and not quite over, ladies and gentlemen, not over yet, but a lot of work to do here for the Mustangs. Hagerness, he's got no one to go to. He finally gets it off to Oberfeld. Oberfeld over the defender, drops it in for three. Well, that's it. That's a good shot. 69-52. So again, not over yet, but a lot of work to do for the Mustangs. All the way across court here for Andrew Olson. He'll drop. Oh, no, that's a late. So Oberfeld's going to foul out. That's a late whistle on that one. But it is a foul. And it's going to be Andrew Olson at the line for a 1-and-1. And Olson will drop it in despite the Mora fans here trying to distract him. And he drops them both in. His first points on the game to make it 71-52. Closing in on 2 minutes to go here in the rest of the game. Hagerness has it. Gives it off to Lind, who gives it to Brady. Brady trying to set up the offense. Gives it over to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer drives to the basket, and he gets fouled. He'll go to line to shoot two. That's on Ethan Meyer, his third. Shot is up, no good by Schwartzbauer. And we'll get a bunch of the younger guys in. Let's see. 23, 25, and 33. Isaiah Aarons wears that number 25. Number 23, Ronan Maurer. And 33 is Caden Clevin. Schwartzbauer was no good on the first. Can't get that one to fall either. The score remains. And the Huskies get a few substitutions in. Number 30, Bennett Hilla? Hilla with it. Also number 4 into the game. That's Tyler Hoffarth. A 2 there is good by Braden Justin. 73-52. And sub for the Mustangs, it'll be number 5. It's going to be Chase Axtell. So the Mustangs will fall for the second time to the Huskies this year. A tough loss, but they fought hard. And they'll be pretty pleased with how well they fought. But again, they'll be pretty upset at the loss. And Maurer will give it to Benson. Benson nearly lost it. He somehow kept that alive. He'll drive, put up a reverse layup, no good. Rebounded there by Hilla, or Hyla. Again, I apologize. Not real sure how to pronounce it. Bounce pass here, back outside for Justin for 3, no good. It's Abraham for the rebound, and then the rebound by Justin, and then a 3 here, no good. Rebounded by Axtell. Shot clock is off as we have 30 seconds left in the game. Isaiah Aarons will give it off to Benson. Benson trying to drive inside, lost the dribble, gives it back outside here to Ronan Maurer. Maurer to Aarons. Aarons for 3. It's going to come up short. And the rebound there by Ben Meyer. And that'll be it. So the final here in this one, Albany is able to get the victory once again over the Mustangs, this time 73-52. A disappointing loss for the Mustangs, but a hard fight up to the very end. Final on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 73-52. Embrace Orthodontics will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. Back after a word from our fine sponsors to recap. You're listening to Basketball on KBEK.
Most days I don't know what to do with myself.
I try to be the strong one for my buddies, but I don't know if I'm going to make it through the week.
He has night terrors about it.
The lack of fresh powder for snowmobile season can be devastating, but taking your mind off the subject can help.
This week, get a Whitney's Country Cafe $15 certificate for only $7.50. Wow, that's half off.
Visit WCMPradio.com/deals to help take your mind away from just pinning it or hitting your favorite curve before the ditch. WCMPradio.com/deals. Hang in there, buddy. Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
The saga continues. We now know with certainty that Kidney Stone will return for Season 5, Part 2, its final episodes, in November 2024. The same love story.
No one messes with my girl.
Oh, Bip, I love you.
trying to save the ranch.
It's got the best pull shed in Kanabec County.
And of course,
This week, grab your tickets to the new Ringler Stampede Rodeo. 3 options to choose from. Or you're going to the train station.
Let's take them to the train station.
WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. Save now, but wait to watch what used to be your favorite show and everybody was talking about it, and now it's kind of lost its momentum.
Back here on KBK 95.5, the Mustangs fall to the Albany Huskies 73-52. Stat-wise, looking at it for the Huskies, leading the way was Zeke Austin with 28 points. Sam Hondel came in close behind him with 25. And then 6 for Jack Ryland. And then we had 4 for Braden Austin, 3 for Ben Meyer, 2 for Ethan Meyer and Andrew Olson. Rebound-wise, leading the way was Ryland and Meyer with 8. Then 5 for Austin and Hammond, and 4 for Sam Hondel. They were, 5 of 12 from the free throw line in the game. 1 of 2 in the first half, 4 of 10 in the second. They had 5 steals, 4 in the first, 1 in the second. They had 12 total fouls, 2 in the first, and 10 here in the second. For the Mora Mustangs, they were led in scoring by Gage Brady with 19, then Noah Oberfeld with 12, 11 for Josh Hegerness, and then 6 for Cole Schwartzbauer, 2 for Owen Perry, 1 for Lind and Dylan Benson. Rebounds were led by Oberfeld with 9, 5 for Hegerness, and 4 for Schwartzbauer. And then free throws, they were 10 of 19 in the game, 3 of 4 in the first half, 7 of 15 here in the second half. And then they had 3 steals total, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 blocks, all coming in the first. And then they had 13 team fouls, 5 in the first, 8 in the second. So for the Mustangs, it's a disappointing loss. Not how they wanted this one to end. The offense certainly wanted to score a little bit more points. They wanted to be in this one a little bit more, but unfortunately the Husky defense did their job. Kept Mora off the board, did their job, got a ton of rebounds, and unfortunately for Mora, they just allowed too many second chance opportunities for the Huskies here in this one, and that's what led to Albany being able to claim this victory here tonight. So for the Mustangs, they will fall to 9-8 on the season, 1 game over 500, but you can bet more than likely, I shouldn't say more than likely, but there's a good chance that these two teams could see each other in the playoffs again. And I will promise you that that game will look a lot different because both teams will have a lot more on the line, but the Mustangs will be looking for revenge ×2 in that game. Coming up for the Mustangs here next week, they'll have 3 games, starting it off on Monday at home against Pine City. Then they'll be on the road for their final 2 games of the week, at Piers on Thursday and at Pequot Lakes on Friday. Remember in that game against Pequot Lakes not that long ago, I believe it was last week on Thursday, they led in that first half by a good chunk, and then they couldn't score in the second half. They went on a drought of 38-6. That was the Pequot Lakes run. So if Mora can continue to score, there's no chance that they shouldn't have a good game. I'm not going to say they should win because, again, wins are hard to come by in any level of sports, but they should have a good chance to have a victory there in that one if they're able to continue that scoring offense that they have had from the first half to the second half. Well, that'll be it here for us in this one. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Don't forget, if you're watching this game on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube. That way, if you subscribe, just hit that red subscribe button, and anytime that we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be notified, and all you have to do is pull down that notification bar, click on the notification itself, and you'll be taken right to the live video. Of course, thanks to all of you once again for tuning in. I want to thank the camera woman to my left this time. Yeah, she says she doesn't like it. She doesn't like being on the left. It was a little bit different tonight. She's usually on the right. It was a little bit different here tonight with her being on the left. I will say it was a little bit weird, but either way, I appreciate her being out here tonight. That way you guys are able to catch all of the game and not bits and pieces if I were running the scoreboard or the camera. So I thank her for being out here. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Don't forget, stay tuned to our morning shows on this very station, 95.5 FM with Rockin' Robin and Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Josh O'Meara at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk this game, other local games in our listening area, plus regional and even some national sports as well. Don't forget to stay tuned to our websites at kbk.com and wcmpradio.com. Also, our social media at KBK Facebook, WCMP Radio Facebook, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio. For all things local sports, that's where you can get notified about breaking news, schedule changes, cancellations, record breakings, LOI signings, everything local sports. So stay tuned to all of that for local sports. Of course, you can find our broadcast schedule for the week that is on kbk.com. Just go there, go to the sports tab, and click on broadcast schedule, and that will show you all the links that are there for this week's games. Of course, that is subject to change. I always want to note that. So just because there is a game there at that moment, it doesn't mean that it won't change. There is a chance that it could, just because of cancellations, again, with teams, or sicknesses from our announcers, even myself. I know I've had to miss a few, so those are subject to change. But once again, thank you all for tuning in here this evening. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Don't forget, I want to remind you, be kind to everyone. You just never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. The final, once again, on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Mustangs fall to the Albany Huskies 73-52. For Nice 95.5 FM, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.